Everyone talking about Under the Stars, the newest release in the Maison Margiela Replica line, just came out in 2023. Was eager to grab a bottle as soon as I could. Anybody who watches my channel knows I do not do blind buys. This was the first blind buy I've done in over a year and a half because with my new site I can decant it. Still sticking to my no blind buy policies, but just for that reason. And as for the smell, so this is definitely not the typical designer scent, which you may or may not expect going into something with like Margiela, because often they have stuff, some real stunners like Jazz Club, By the Fireplace. I personally love. Some people think that's boring vanilla, whatever. But then you also have ones, like Flower Market, Spring, whatever, things like that do tend to be a little bit more standard. So you never quite know what you're going to get going into it. But this is probably the most niche smelling one in the entire line, and I've smelled every Margiela scent. So wow, props to them for the quality on this and the interesting factor. Definitely more interesting than pretty much anything you're going to get by any other designer fragrance house. So this might sound completely out of left field, but to me, it smells like a combination of scents by fragrance houses like Memo, especially from their leather series, Nazamato, Parfums de Marly, and Tom Ford. Specifically Tom Ford from the Noir Extreme Parfum version type of series. The notes in this are black pepper, cedar, cinnamon, cypriol, labdanum, leather, oud, and Virginia cedar. So I'm not saying everybody else would get that out of it, that it smells like all those other fragrance houses, but to me, the quality is there, the scent profile. And so the oud accord here is an interesting contrast, because I would say it's almost like a smooth take on rubbery animalic oud. That is, it's not screechy, it's not one of those oud scents that's just oh my god, that everybody's just gonna smell it, and if you hate oud, it's just gonna, send you screaming into the other room. But it is not mild either, that is for sure, and it definitely makes a statement. I don't even know, it's probably not real oud, but synthetic oud, and it does smell like oud. The spice is warm, but it's not actively on fire burning, but there's definitely kind of that bubbling warmth to it. Ambery labdanum is sultry. The leather is kind of that balsamic leather style that, again, Memo, the fragrance house, is known for doing, and kind of there's some similarities to, say, African leather of the Memo scents. I've seen some others make that comparison as well. The woods are deep and dark, but yet smooth at the same time. Not my type of scent. I'm not big on cypriol. As a no, I'm not into most oud or this style of leather. I'm not big on cedar when it kind of manifests like this. And I think the type of musk that I really dislike is in here. But while I don't personally enjoy the smell, I'm definitely impressed with the quality. And I do think it's worth checking out if you are into the notes list. Unisex leaning masculine, moderate to good longevity and projection. Around $160 for 100 milliliter. The only place as of recording this that has bottles is Harrods in the UK. It's exclusive to them for now. I had to pay a ridiculous amount in shipping costs to get it to the US. And I did decants for my site, Decant Plan. I'll link that in the description and comments or whatever if anybody wants to get a sample. But so not my type of scent, but I am impressed with the quality in terms of both, the quality itself, but also just having such a niche scent profile for a designer fragrance house. This is not something that I picture the average person walking into Sephora Spring and thinking oh yeah, okay, that smells good, who's not really into fragrance. And that's not to make fun of somebody who's not. We all started like that. And I just think it's kind of cool that they really did go for something like that here, and they didn't just do some boring designer release like they easily could have. And it's pretty much to it. Happy to answer any questions, because I know this is a really anticipated one. There's been very little. I haven't even been able to find many other reviews, because again, it's just been so hard to even get so far. The second that I was able to find it, I was order, ridiculous shipping cost and all. But I think it's well done for what it is, just not my type of scent. And thanks for watching.